Man, this one here is kind of heavy. So, a Russian court has sentenced the American basketball player Brittany Griner to 9.5 years. That is heavy, man, for a person that's feeling like all I did was have a little something to smoke. But I am a strong believer of, if you do the crime, you must do the time. And right now, the wave of using marijuana is growing. Everyone is kind of a little bit more acceptable, but that can also be the cheese on the trap, because you can't go to different countries not knowing the laws that these people have and not knowing the time that you're gonna get for certain crimes, excuse me. If you go to a country where they're a little bit more lenient on certain things like marijuana, if you were in Jamaica or something like that, you probably wouldn't have caught this kind of backlash and this kind of sentencing behind just a vape pen. But somewhere that's in political turmoil with the United States currently, a place like Russia, you have to be a little bit more careful. And that kind of brings me to the next point of what kind of person are we going to receive back from Russia if she's able to make it out of the prison system in Russia? What kind of person are we going to be getting back here in America? The Russians have a lot of tactics that they use on people to mentally break them. Let's check out this clip from right after her sentencing, when she spoke on her downfall and how she felt about it. And if you kind of look at this video, it's kind of entailing a little bit of her mental strength. She's kind of breaking down already. Let's check it out.
I understand everything that's being said against me, the charges that are against me, and that is why I pled guilty. But I had no intent to break any Russian laws. I want to apologize to my teammates, my club, Gemka, the fans, and the city of ECAT for my mistake that I made and the embarrassment that I brought onto them. I never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to put in jeopardy the Russian population. I never meant to break any laws here.
So as you can see there, moments after her being sentenced, she's able to give a little bit of an insight into where she stands emotionally, where she stands mentally, and where she stands physically. I mean, they have her inside of a cage, basically like a caged animal, pretty much. That pretty much looks like the cages that they use to move monkeys and gorillas around in. Not trying to, insinuate anything on her, but these are the type of things that us as American people, we think that we're above everything when we're, traveling on our day-to-day, activity, doing the things that we do. And then when we decide to go to somewhere like this outside of the country, and you think that you can just operate in the same capacity, you have to take a little bit better inventory on the things that you do and the moves that you make. And you can't really fault the Russian government for giving her this type of sentence, because you all know how this goes. Who's to say that she wasn't up to something a little bit more than just coming there with the vape pen, or whatever it was, the content that she had. This time it was 1, next time it'll be 2, the time after that it'll be 4, then the time after that it'll be 8, and then next thing you know, you're supplying people in that country with that product. So we don't know exactly what was her intent. So if she was looking to start supplying someone with this stuff, maybe that's the reason that the Russian court came down with such a harsh sentence on her. And again, you never know exactly what's going to happen to her mentally once she's inside of a Russian prison for so many years. Of course, she's going to stand out like a sore thumb because she's tall, but then again, she may not, because some Russians, they're not very small people. You have some Russians that, you know, they're big people. Some of their women stand 6'2", 6'3", so she may not stick out as much, you know, inside that prison, and her advantage over, you know, a population like American people, where on a day-to-day basis she's around women whose average height is about 5'5", 5'6". That could be a little bit more intimidating for her to be in a locked up situation where you have women that are averaging in size about the same as you, but they have a little bit more of a violent type of nature, and they have a little bit more of a different mind state. They're not going to just give you a pass just because, you know, you're an NBA basketball player and your name is Brittany Griner. So yeah, you know, that's just a little food for thought. You know, we have to take in consideration that when we're going about, you know, the things that we do and operating the capacity that we operate, you know, you have to be aware of the things that you're doing at all times. Let me know what y'all think about that. We'll see you on the next one.